Welcome to the live of Wellness Tattva. Today we have an interesting topic, anxiety. And everybody generally feel anxious from time to time because of the pressures of life, the uncertainty of the future, and a constantly changing world. It is enough to create a little bit amount of anxiety. So anxiety is more than just feeling stressed or worried. It is usually a response to a situation where we feel under pressure, or it is past it doesn't go away, happen without any particular reason. Then you have to be careful about the anxiety condition. So generally anxiety tends to be limited in time and connected with some stressful situation or event, like you're facing an interview or something you are stressed about. But if the anxiety condition is more frequent or persistent, and it is not always connected with an obvious challenge, and it impacts your quality of life or day-to-day functioning, then you need to be careful. So how you will know whether you have anxiety? There are some physical symptoms which is connected with anxiety, like headache, stomach ache, and sometimes even panic attacks, hot flush, cold flush, tightening. There is a tight feeling in the chest, breathlessness, or maybe quick breathing or quick heartbeat. You can even feel lightheaded or dizzy, sometimes trembling, sweating, or cold and clammy hands, muscle tension, fatigue, sleep problem. All this, something you feel okay, this is because of some body condition, but this can also happen with anxiety. And obviously mental symptoms like fear, restlessness, irritability, excessively worrying, and a sense of everything is going to end, and focus, you cannot focus, you feel detached. Sometimes you have fear of losing control, fear of death. All this can be the symptoms in the mind. And behavior also change. You avoid the situations that make you feel anxious, and it can have an impact on your work or social life. So all these symptoms happen in other conditions also, but these are the common symptoms you see in anxiety. And there are different type of anxiety disorder, like generalized anxiety disorder, separation anxiety disorder, panic anxiety, and then different kind of phobias. So that a doctor will be able to find out which type of anxiety you have, and that anxiety is treatable. So let's see now how Ayurveda see anxiety. So Ayurveda see anxiety as the expression of excess vata imbalance in the channel called Manovaha Shrotas. Manovaha Shrotas is, let me fix my phone. So Manovaha Shrotas is my mental channel, mind channel. There are different types of channel, bodily and psychological. So Manovaha is the psychological channel. And Vata, when Vata is balanced, they have emotional capacities which will be expressed as creativity, enthusiasm, liveliness, joy, intuition, expansiveness, all this. But when they are imbalanced, that's the bubbly personality changes. There will be lot of restlessness, anxiety, fear, and when this aggravated vata accumulates in the channel of the mind, Manovaha Shrotas, then it creates anxiety. It causes constriction, which will lead to anxiety. So this is how Ayurveda says the condition of anxiety. And in the conventional medication, the therapies they use is pharmacotherapy and some specific models of psychological therapy. It's a lot of challenge. I'll speak you in dark till the light comes. So it is helped. It is used to help anxiety. So these conditions. But here also cognitive behavioral therapy, and even antidepressants and anti-anxiolytic therapies are used. And or maybe like serotonin, pregabalin. These are the medications which is given for anxiety disorder, generally short term or long term. But here we will see how you can deal with anxiety with other means, with Ayurvedic medication. What are the options? That's what I'm going to share here. First is, see, if you have a generalized anxiety, like it is just because your coping skills with the situations is not good, then we should think about a supportive diet, a supportive lifestyle, and supportive yogic practices, and certain supplements, some mudras, some marma. That's what we need to see. But if it is a problem which needs to be addressed by a doctor, it needs to be addressed by a doctor. So let us see about the supporting diet and lifestyle. We already saw it is a vata imbalance condition, so a vata supportive diet will be advised for anxiety. So you can, if you are facing anxiety, you can follow whatever I am going to say. So when you come to a vata diet or any diet, it can be a little overwhelming and time consuming. But here we are dealing with frequent feelings of anxiety, and our lives are affected. So our systems will generally respond better to solutions that are comparatively simple, and it need to be like that. So to balance vata, the diet usually it should be nourishing, warming, and grounding. Like vata specifying diet, it's called vata protocol. It is there in the book Ayurveda Simplified. You should read. It is basically whole foods and nourishing foods like porridges, soups, stews, root vegetables, and grounding food, warm food, grains and plants and fruits. This becomes a whole food model of vata food. And there is a connection between your microbiome, gut and brain. So it is called, it is a new thing called psychobiotics, because these type of food improve your brain health. It will improve your when you improve your the gut microbiome, then this diets rich in fermentable fibers like whole grains, and fermented foods like probiotics, yogurt or kimchi or any idli, dokla, any fermented food, that has an anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effect on your gut, and that will affect your brain health. That is why the Indian traditional food has a even impact on your brain health. And there are some food which is especially good. Very quickly I'll go through it. Like foods which are rich in vitamin B, zinc rich food, vitamin E, vitamin C. All this food is good if you have anxiety. Like some example, avocados. Avocados are rich in stress relieving B vitamins, which is stress relieving, and it has also heart healthy fats. These both will help to lessen the anxiety, because B is especially connected with cognition, and it also helps other blood related functions, which is also needed here. And E also, vitamin E also is found in avocado, but mainly vitamin B6 helps you in anxiety. It helps to make several neurotransmitters like serotonin, which improves the mood. Now all the B vitamins, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, it all has positive effects on your nervous system. And berries and citrus fruit, this is vitamin C. So when you are body is anxious, that means there can be lack of vitamin C. And vitamin C is also an antioxidant. It will provide anxiety relief. And another one is banana. Banana has a lot of tryptophan in that. Tryptophan is also a mood enhancing nutrient. Then any food which is rich in antioxidants, like green leafy vegetables, that will help you because lower antioxidant state in the body also reach in anxiety. And these foods which has a high antioxidant will support the optimal brain functioning. Then good news about tea. Tea has L-theanine. That is an amino acid which is found in tea, both green tea and black tea. It has anti-anxiety effect and calming effect. It is used in mood disorders. It also has properties that offer protection against environmental neurotoxins. And it also increases the production of serotonin and dopamine. So tea is a good idea. Not too much, 1 cup a day. Milk is a good idea because the lactium in the milk also helps in anxiety and emotional and social problems. So, and also lowers the stress hormone called cortisol. And yogurt is a good idea because yogurt contains healthy bacteria. I already talked about probiotics. And these bacteria and fermented products, bacteria in the fermented products contributes to brain health. So include curd rice, that is a good idea, and other fermented foods also. Like curd rice is a part of South Indian traditional food. So this is a good idea. And magnesium also, food containing magnesium is good. And you have complex carbohydrates. Carbohydrates increase the amount of serotonin in your brain, and which has a calming effect. So complex carbohydrates are whole grains like red rice, whole wheat, oatmeal, whole grain, bread. All this is complex carbohydrate. So porridges with milk, buttermilk, include banana, lot of coconut, and coconut oil, coconut milk, ghee. All this food is good for your brain health if you have anxiety. And banana has tryptophan. I already spoke about it. And nuts, most of the nuts, especially almonds, Brazil nuts, and vitamin E is there in almonds. And vitamin E deficiency is connected with mood disorders. So it will help in anxiety. Chia seeds and flaxseed, all these are rich in omega-3. And then protein sources also, like nuts, dairy. So these protein sources also help, it converts into the body, converts in the body to serotonin. It helps in that. Cinnamon also is good in anxiety. Cinnamon has anti-inflammatory properties and it also is antioxidant. So eating a healthy diet which provide all the nutrients for healthy brain function is especially good if you have anxiety. Balanced, high quality, nutrient dense, plant-based food, and plus some dairy which I mentioned here. So whole foods, vegetables, fruit, legumes, everything you need to include, and it should be warm and unctuous. Unctuous means little moist, not too much dry food. And then drink plenty of water. Even mild dehydration can affect your mood and create little anxiety. So, and also avoid diet, I avoid foods, processed food, and because it is linked with anxiety. And added sugar, sugary drinks, salt, fats, especially trans fat. And also avoid too much caffeinated drinks and avoid alcohol, smoking. All this is associated with anxiety. So changes to your diet will make a difference in your general mood and sense of well-being. And that way it will help you to tackle your anxiety. Now we'll come to lifestyle. Like lifestyle is also very important, like improving your sleep habit. Form a sleep habit, same time, every day sleeping and waking, and sleep 7 to 8 hours, and also regular exercise. Because certain lifestyle factors will aggravate your vata, like sleeping late hours, very erratic schedule, and not sleeping enough, and also cold and windy environment, too much work, extreme work. So with all this you can connect, no, you will feel anxious. And so your lifestyle is a major thing when you consider anxiety. And routine, daily routine is also important, because if you have an erratic schedule, your vata immediately gets aggravated and then you feel anxiety. So look into your lifestyle, because vata has this tendency to be scattered and have difficult time to follow a routine and follow commitments. So this is something which is very important when you think about dealing with your anxiety. Follow a daily routine. Wake up at same time, sleep at same time, eat breakfast, lunch and dinner around same time, go to sleep, and keep your time, work time and entertainment time, your sadhana time, everything. So exercise, proper exercise help you to release your accumulated tension and also move the stagnant and emotional energy. It also helps to kindle your agni or digestion, which and help your detox mechanism, encourage elimination and relaxation and sound sleep, which is all needed to curb with the anxiety. And also yoga, do every day 10-15 minutes of yoga, because yoga positively impacts the mind in very similar way like exercise. And also it moves the prana in the body. It helps to dissipate tension, clears the stagnation and encourage fluidity throughout the tissues, and also in the subtle body and the mind. Yoga stimulates circulation and it serves as a balanced form of exercise, which is important to balance the feeling of anxiety. And like restorative poses, very slow pace of yoga you can use, especially for anxiety. And it is yoga, there are a lot of studies, it helps to soothe our nervous system which is agitated and brings our vata into balance. And yoga also increase a natural antioxidant called glutathione. So that helps you, that antioxidant helps you to deal with anxiety. And then breathing techniques. This is very, very important to deal with anxiety. A simple breathing practice called belly breathing or alternate nostril pranayam will help you to deal with anxious moments and also deal with chronic anxiety. Because in pranayama, prana infuses every cell and tissue throughout the body with life. That is what happens in a pranayama. Disturbances in prana are usually the cause of fear and anxiety. So that is why practice of pranayamas or breathing technique are important, because these are a potent means of bringing calmness and relaxation in the body. So pranayama also restore the vitality and fluidity of the subtle energy channels like pranavahasrodas, that's how it called in Ayurveda. And it offers deep support to the mind and nervous system. And pranavahasrodas and manovahasrodas. And it also cleanses the nadis. When your nadis are cleansed, it has a huge impact on your mind. That is how pranayama is a powerful means of accessing and resetting even psycho-spiritual patterns. So that will help you to deal with your anxiety. And our breath is intimately connected to our nervous system. When we are anxious, we tend to take rapid, shallow breaths or hold, even unconsciously hold our breath, and then take big gulping breaths. And then we slow and deepen our breathing. Then we soothe our nervous system. Then it reduces the anxiety immediately. And like it has the capacity, deep breathing has a capacity to modulate your stress system. So when you feel anxious, your breath becomes shallow. That is because your system is preparing to use all its power to either fight or to run away. And there is a very specific breathing technique called Sudarshan Kriya. Sudarshan Kriya has found to significantly reduce the levels of anxiety and depression. So this is the best thing which you can learn and practice if you have anxiety. And it also shows reduced biomarkers of stress like cortisols, increased levels of prolactin. These are the findings in people who practice Sudarshan Kriya regularly. And this can be learned like it is taught by certified instructors of Art of Living Foundation. So this can be learned. I will share the means to learn here, a link where you can go and learn. And meditation, daily meditation. Meditation taps into the subtle channels of the mind, and it helps to repattern even our most habituated responses to challenging situations. And this also clear the channels of mind and support the flow of prana throughout the system. And it encourages the proper digestion of food, thoughts, emotions, all of which can help to relieve feelings of anxiety. So learn all these methods and practice every day. This is the first step you need to do if you are facing with any small symptom of anxiety or chronic anxiety. And now some simple tips when you feel anxious. There are marma points. There are several marma points on the surface of the skin that are connected to the deeper subtle energetic pathways throughout the body. And these are potent means of correcting imbalances of both body and mind. So one marma point which you can press when you are anxious is you hold the fist like this. Wherever your middle finger touches, that is a point which will help you. Your left hand you do like this, find out that point, and then with the right thumb of your right thumb, press that point and hold it for 30 seconds. And firmly 30 seconds, and then release it and repeat it 3 times. This will calm your mind. This will relieve the feelings of anxiety. So this is one trick today only you can do and see, you will find the difference. And you can also practice a mudra called Vayu Mudra. This is Vayu Mudra. You bend your index finger, hold it with your thumb, and other 3 fingers are straight. So this is Vayu Mudra. And then you hold the mudra, keep it above your thighs, close your eyes and take deep, long Ujjayi breaths in and out. And this will help you to relieve your anxiety. And you can do, if you are anxious, you can do this mudra several times in a day, and even this marma point several times in a day. And you can also do something called Nasya. Nasya is applying medicated oil into your nasal passages. So if you do sesame oil Nasya, like 3 drops of sesame oil to each nostril, you take your hand behind and drop and inhale inside. This is how you do Nasya. This will also help you to calm down and deal with your anxiety. And there are several Ayurvedic therapies which will help you. Like Nasya only done in a little more elaborate way, it will help. And there are therapies like Shirodhara, Shirovasti, and Abhyanga, Shiropiju. There are several Ayurveda therapies. This you don't do on your own. This you, if you want to get treated for anxiety, your Nadi doctor, your Panchkarma doctor will do all this for you. Actually, we have a whole department of psychiatry in the Shishya Ayurveda College Hospital. It is very rare Ayurvedic hospital having psychiatry department. So we have there, we treat lot of cases of anxiety. If you feel you need a doctor's help, if you need to get treated, this is one thing which you can opt for. And something which you can do on your own is an abhyanga, daily abhyanga. You take some oil in your hands and apply it above your head and throughout the body, and leave it for 10-20 minutes and take a shower. This is how you do abhyanga. If you some days you don't find time, you can just do only on the scalp, whole scalp, face and your feet. This will also help you. And you can use, for this you can use Brahmi oil. So you do, this is a very simple step which also has an effect on your mind. So this is one thing. And there are a lot of medications which helps in dealing with anxiety, like simple turmeric. A study found that turmeric has an effect on your anxiety. And there are other medicines like Brahmi, Mantukaparni, and Shankapushpi. All this has anxiolytic properties. So these medicines, it is good you are guided with a Nadi doctor to use all these things. And Ashwagandha, this you can take. Ashwagandha, if you feel little anxious, you can take Ashwagandha, morning one, evening one. And you can take Narayana Kalpa, there is a medicine that also you can take. So, and there are many other medicines, but it depends on how much disorder you have, how much imbalance you have, how much it is affected, how it is expressing, all that. You must have heard about a lot of Mansamitra, Vati, all those medicines. I am just making you aware that there is solution for anxiety in Ayurveda and Yoga. So you don't have to depend on chemical medications in all the conditions. And also talk therapy helps you. There are self-help you can do. Like you find out your patterns of anxiety, you write down, you talk to your friend, all that you can do. And also you can take expert help, like counseling. We also have a helpline. If you feel anxious and you do not know how to handle it, there is a helpline. I will post it here. You can make use of that also. And mind is, nobody has taught us how to handle the mind. Many things we learned. So that is which is most important in the current situations. And so you can find a happiness course which teaches you all this, how to handle your mind, and also teach you lot of practices, simple asanas, pranayam, sudarshan kriya, meditation, everything. That is the first step you do. And also you can, if you want any other guidance, you can call this helpline also. And there are many things which I have not told you also. I just gave you a gist of what can help you at your home, and also how we can help you. So listen to it, whatever I learned, write it down and practice. So lead a healthy and happy life. See you next Wednesday with another Wellness Tattva.